See, a lot has been given into the incident, I feel, and it's time we focus on the remainder of the series, is honestly what I feel, because there's a lot of cricket to be played and it shouldn't happen in bad taste. What's happened in Bangalore has happened in Bangalore. We are in Ranchi and we should look forward to tomorrow. Both teams have moved ahead from Bangalore, and I think the focus should get back onto the series, because the priority here is cricket, and all the other things happen in the background. So we understand that as cricketers, and as I said, what's happened has happened in the past, and we need to look forward. See, again, I mentioned this before, we don't focus too much on the opposition. So honestly, Ash didn't look at it as a reply to Nathan's 8-wicket haul. He bowled well for Australia. He got 8 wickets. He deserved to get them. And Ashwin bowled well in the second innings, and he deserved to get 6 wickets. So it's as plain and simple for us as that. And honestly, we don't look at any of these competitions, as such before the series, who versus who. I think these are contests that are created to get more excitement around the series, which is fair. But us as individuals, we just focus on what we need to do in certain sessions to win games for Team India, and that remains our priority. We don't get too much into looking at the other guy, how many runs or how many wickets they've got so far. Just takes the focus away from what you need to do. I think that's not a good mindset to be in, and we certainly don't think like that. I wouldn't say so much on the pitches. I mean, Australia batted really well in Pune. We didn't bat so well. Again, in Bangalore, I think second innings we batted better than them. I think it's honestly, even on a flat wicket, if you're under pressure, then you tend to have collapses, and we've seen it so many times in the past. On perfectly normal wickets, sides have been bundled out for 60-70 with pressure from the opposition. So I think Test cricket is more mental than looking at all the external factors. And teams who are mentally strong, I mean, on that sort of wicket, as I mentioned last time, Pujara and Jinkia's partnership was outstanding, because it wasn't easy to bat. But at the same time, they showed their mental strength and what they can do as individuals. So I think it takes a special effort like that, to sort of provide the difference in the game. But I think most of the batting collapses are more mental than skill coming into fault. So that's what I make of it. It wasn't much to do with pitches, because the other team obviously batted better on both those occasions. So it's more a mental setup, I think. It doesn't matter to me, honestly, because see, I don't start a series saying focus on me, speak about me, or write about me. It's not in my control. As I said, what's in my control is what happens on the field, and if people choose to write about me or speak about me, that's their choice. I mean, I won't sit here telling someone to speak or write about me unless they want to or it interests them. So whether it is criticism or praise, it's all happened in the past as well. So honestly, these things are totally detached from me. It doesn't matter who writes what about me, or if they praise me or they criticize me. It's fine for me. It's their job. They're doing their job. I'm doing mine. So it's as simple as that. See, I think about what I say. I don't regret anything that I've said, but at the same time, it's very important not to be stupid and go on with the same thing, on a daily basis, because there's cricket to be played. There was a decent break in between, and we certainly don't want to sit and think about one issue all the time. We have cricket to play, and we have 2 test matches to play, and that's what we need to focus on. And I think it was a mature decision on everyone's part to move on from that. We've seen instances in the past stretch too long, and it just causes disharmony, and there's no outcome of it, honestly. I won't say that we are trying to push anything any further, but we just need to focus on the 2 games that are left, and I think it's good for everybody that everyone moves on, because you'll always have 2 sides of the coin. One side will say one thing, the other side will say another, and that just takes the focus away from this game that we all are sitting here because of. So I think it's the best interest of everyone that we move on and focus on the game. You move on when you get attached to it. So it's as simple as that. I mean, if you don't get attached to it, there's nothing to move on from. It's not the first time in my life that people have spoken about me. Certainly not the last time. So yeah, I mean, see, I would have done a few things right in my career to be, you know, given the opportunity to captain the side. So as I said last time as well, as long as you're honest to yourself, you work hard on a daily basis, you're answerable to no one, and everyone has their own opinions, and I'm not challenging anyone's opinions. At the same time, if someone chooses to challenge mine or not, it's totally up to them. I'm not going to hold a banner saying don't speak ill about me. It's fine, it's all a part of the whole journey. No one plays 15, 16 years of international cricket without being criticized, so it's fine. I mean, it's everyone's job, as I said. Everyone's making the most of their job, and my job is to play on the field. But what is the allegation called? No, it does, because it has to be called something for me to be questioning something about someone to call it an allegation. If no charges were pressed against me, how are those allegations?
Well, no, you said at the press conference there were 2 instances that while you were batting, when you thought Australia used the DRS inappropriately. But as far as we're aware of, there's no evidence to back up that claim. Do you stand by that?
As I said, we need to move on and focus on the game tomorrow, and we got 2 more test matches to go. As I said, there are two sides of the coin. I could be speaking about another again, and things are just not going to move forward. So everyone sitting here has their own interests, and they choose to ask what they want to. But our focus remains on the game, and we need to look forward. In Bangalore, I think individually. Thank you for asking about cricket, finally. Individually, I think, it's adjustments that guys make in their, techniques. I saw Pujara opening up his stance, which was, I think, an apt adjustment for him to give himself more space to play the ball. Ajinkya, again, getting inside the line of the ball, not trying to play through covers. I think those are smaller. KL's been batting really well anyway. But I think those 2 guys really, stepped up their game and found a way to score runs on a difficult wicket. And as I mentioned, that was the difference between, winning the game and probably not winning it. Because there could have been only 2 results. The draw was not on the cards anyway. So, yeah, I mean, such minor things can make massive differences in the game. And we certainly saw that. And credit to those 2 guys for finding ways to get runs on that sort of wicket.